10-4 on that, Luke.
Good lap, sweetie.
Thank you, Bob. All right, drivers, there's 10 minutes left to go in practice. With that being said, I'm going to run you through the way things work over here. So you are at the Monday night rookie event for xCAL Racing. This is the only event every week where we will allow rookies to join. So if you're a rookie driver, thanks for coming and checking us out and seeing what you could be part of in the future. And here's how it's going to go tonight. There's some money on the line to win this race, as you guys know. In order to be eligible for that money, you must sign up at www.xcalracing.com. It's absolutely free to sign up, and it'll take about 5 to 10 seconds of your time. All you gotta do is go to www.xcalracing.com, click sign in, you sign in with your Facebook or your Google account, boom, you're done. You just scroll to the bottom of the homepage. $30 per tomorrow at 7 at South Boston, and of course $150 per at Charlotte in 2 weeks' time. Also, sorry, I lose my train of thought there.
Pete made a good point though. It takes like 10 seconds to sign up for these emails. If you have a Facebook and you're logged in, you can just log in with Facebook. If you have a Google and you're logged in, you can just log in with Google. If you don't want to do that, you type in an email, click submit, boom, you're done, it's free, you're in. 2 weeks from now, we're having that big birthday event, $150 purse. It's a 2-day event. You will need to be available on both days to win money in that feature, which will be held on Tuesday. We're paying every car. Every car that completes lap 1 on Tuesday is going to receive a bare minimum of $1.01 in iRacing credits. But to get into that race, you must qualify through the heat races that are going to be held on Monday at 5, 7, and 9. But that's enough about that one for now. Let's get back to this one. Tonight you're racing for a whole $2.02. Not a lot of money, but it's a good chance to get kicked out. So any drivers that are intentionally crashing into other cars or doing dumb shit will be removed from the session and banned from our future events. Last week we had a problem with the driver deciding 9/11 the leader under caution, and we got him and another one of his accounts parked for the week. So, not a good idea. And race control is responding to the fire on pit road.
Hello. Thanks for running me in the wall, 48.
Use those spotters, guys. Use those spotters. You have about 5 minutes left to go in practice. The next session is going to be 5 minutes of open qualifying. we find drivers cannot hold the wheel during qualifying and are screwing it up for other people, they will be removed before they ruin the race. If you're stuck on the racetrack, you can always just jump out of your car, take the tow, and try again. That being said, if you're coming out of the pits, COVID, stay below the yellow line. There's a dashed yellow line. That's not for decoration. That's to separate the racetrack from. So when you're coming out of the pits, stay below that dashed yellow line until you come to the intersecting white line at the end of turn 2, I believe that is. Yes. Now is excellent time to practice accident avoidance.
I failed.
I failed too, and I wasn't even in part of it. Hey, 50, what's that all about, man? Or 05, whatever it was.
Yeah, that was a 0.05. It must have looked like a 50 in your mirror.
Yeah, it was in my mirror. Oh, sure. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Need a little pecker extender on the front of your car.
Yeah, pretty much.
oh 05 and leaving pit road, stay below the dashed yellow line.
God damn, dude. You didn't just tear him, did you?
One minute to go in practice, drivers. 1 minute to go in practice. You're going to be moving into 5 minutes of open qualifying. Again, drivers who cannot hold the wheel during qualifying will be removed.
There's going to be a few of them.
Whoa, that was...
See, there specific body part that's recommended for holding the wheel?
Anything with a hook.
Sorry, 22, trying to not wreck there.
Oh, you're all good, bud.
36, a little impatient.
The intersecting white line at the end of turn. Give each other plenty of space, guys. What I've been telling everybody each week is pretend everybody around you has a really bad internet connection, give them a couple extra feet. Those dashed white lines on the racetrack, they separate lanes when you're side by side or three wide. Try one car per lane. You'd be surprised how well that can work.
And drivers who are just joining, once again, in order to be eligible for any cash in this race, all right, I'm good now. So in order to be eligible for any money, you have to sign up at www.xcalracing.com. It takes about 5 to 10 seconds. You just click sign in, then click sign in with Facebook or Google, or go to the bottom of the page and sign up to our email list. If you do that, you're good to go for all future xCAL races involving money. And what that does is simply allows us to email you once we finish the week, informing you when and where our next money races will be. So sign up at www.xcalracing.com, or you will not be eligible for money. I will let Hilbush go over procedures. And Hilbush, are we doing 3 cautions or 4 cautions for checking single file?
I believe for this one it's 3. We'll go to a newer testing out this week. Hopefully we don't have to use it. I will go over race procedure at the end of qualifying. Big junk on the front stretch, boys. Big junk. Drivers who are stuck, please remove your car from the speedway.
I was trying to, I couldn't. Everyone kept hitting me. I couldn't reset.
Yep, that's what happens. So you're trying to get everybody, as soon as you possibly can, jump out of it. I know iRacing sometimes makes you wait a little while, and then you turn into a pinball out there. Okay, drivers, you're coming to your last minute of qualifying. 1 more minute of qualifying.
$33 qualified.
right, drivers, that's going to conclude your qualifying. Alrighty, drivers, you're going 50 laps here tonight. Yellows are on. There's the lucky dog wave, but there's going to be no manual waves. When it comes to getting these things lined up, everybody needs to be on the same page. If it's telling you to pass a car, you pass on the outside. If it's telling you to let somebody by, you stay low, continue to pace. That car will eventually pass you on the outside. When everybody does that, these things get lined up very quickly, and we usually only have to extend the caution maybe one lap to get the field lined up. It does look like 33 cars took time. There may be a few more in the back that are not on the grid yet. We'll see. It's a lot of race cars. It's only 2:02 to win for this one. This is our rookie 3-hour race. We're going to have a D 2.0 at 9 p.m. tonight. Starts and restarts are on the leader. Once the pace car is off the racetrack, we expect the front row cars to maintain pace speed until they go. There is no passing or changing the lane to the start-finish line. Drivers may be warned one time and then issued a black flag. They may be black flagged for their first offense if it causes some sort of problem. That being said, you can't go until the car in front of you goes, so be patient. I've been telling everybody for the last few weeks, pretend everybody around you is a rookie. Pretend everybody around you has no idea what they're doing. Pretend everybody around you has a terrible internet connection and that they're going to netcode you. If you do that, you end up giving everybody about an extra 4 to 5 feet. This track is definitely wide enough to do that. It produces some really good racing and some long green flag runs. If you guys want to run 2 inches off one another, thinking that, everyone's perfect, you're going to end up running 45, 50 laps under yellow. So it's really on you guys. Race control will be watching live, handling any yellows with EOLs, black flags, or DQs. 3-strike rule is in effect. I believe we have it set up that if we run the consecutive cautions 3 times in a row, we will restart single file. Just do what your heads-up display tells you to do. We'll be yelling at you.
I do want to say, too, the last time we came to this track, we had probably the worst test race we had. I don't know, last week the USA was pretty close, but this one probably took the cake. It was absolutely awful last time we came here, so let's prove that we can run green here. We had an excellent race at Oxford with about 30 cars that went green most of the way. There's no reason we can't do it here. Show us that you guys are xCAL caliber, because I'll tell you what, you're not going to impress us running 50 laps under caution, but if some of you guys can show us that you can run clean and you can run well, you'll be racing for a lot more than $2 in the future. Good luck, everybody.
We've done it before, worked out. Let's see what you guys can do. 1 to green, guys. You're going green this time. Do not pass or change lane before the start-finish line.
Green flag, green flag.
Nice save, too. Still green, still green.
Caution, yellow flag.
Yellow's out, drivers, yellow's out. Race control will review. Please give each other plenty of space as you come to the pace car. Nice start, though, everybody. That was a good first 5 laps. I was holding my breath for about 4 of them.
guys did a good job. One piece of advice from that start is, though, let's just not be too aggressive with each other. Give each other the extra foot early on. We had a couple could have been cautions there, but mostly good job. Race control is reviewing the yellow.
Again, drivers, while lining up, if it's telling you to pass a car, pass on the outside. If it's telling you to let somebody by, stay low. If everyone's doing that, we'll get lined up good and quickly. Also, drivers, make sure you leave at least that outside lane open. There obviously isn't going to be a lucky dog, I don't think, for this one. But get used to doing that, because when there are wave arounds, it's a real pain in the ass when somebody gets smashed into by a car who's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Race control has reviewed the incident, determined that the 27 of Nicholas Wesley just got loose coming off turn 2 and self-spun. Looks like he couldn't get the car fired back up fast there for a minute. When the leaders ran by, that brought out the yellow. That'll be Nicholas's first penalty of the race, and he'll be assessed an EOL. If he does it again, he'll be given a black flag. Race control is now reviewing all live incidents on the yellow.
Drivers, we will extend this caution for one lap once we get the one to green to get everybody doubled up, because we do, again, have over 30 cars on the field. We just want to make sure we're not clearing a bunch of black flags. 2 quick notes, guys. If you're coming down pit road, make sure you are staying behind the car you're supposed to stay away down to pit road.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
And another quick note, your spotter is absolutely useless on starts and restarts. He'll be talking about, go get him, you're the man, blah, 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 trying to go, whatever it may be. He's not telling you car low until like you're out of turn 2. You might hear him say still there. So again, guys, you're 2 to green right now, double up, double up, double up, double up, inside, outside, inside, outside. Check those heads-up displays, make sure you are behind the correct car. You are now coming to the stripe for 1 to green, 1 to green. Check the head-up display one more time as you cross the stripe. Make sure iRacing did not throw you a little curveball. Again, do not pass or change lanes before the start-finish line. Give those extra 5 feet. Good luck, everybody.
Green, green, green.
Still green, still green, still green. Keep them rolling. Nice job, everybody.
Caution, yellow flag.
There's the yellow. Yellow's out, yellow's out. We got 36 around and a whole bunch in the back who couldn't get stopped. Okay, drivers, there's going to be a bunch of you trying to get lined up in the back. If it's telling you to pass the car, pass high. If it's telling you to let them by, stay low.
Race control has reviewed the incident.
Still green, still green, still green. Keep them rolling. Nice job, everybody. Still green, still green, still green. Keep them rolling. Nice job, everybody. There's the yellow. Yellow's out, yellow's out. We got 36 around and a home still. We gotta wait for Bodine to catch up. If iRacing issues a lucky dog coming on the outside, so be watching for that. Otherwise, just stay nice and low and we'll try this thing again. We appreciate your ability to save it. We were watching that. And that's going to be the fine line for when one of those guys do hit somebody who can't save it, getting a black flag instead of an EOL. It's like a foul tip.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
To be fair, Luke, the same guy who hit you was the same guy that caused the caution, so he kind of did get an EOL anyways.
Guys, we're extending that yellow for that one lap here. We want to make sure we get them all lined up. I know there was a lot of chaos in the back after that yellow. And, again, a lot of aggression on the start. Really can't get anything in turn one besides wrecked. So, 1 to green here, guys. 1 to green. Make sure you're in the correct lane. Inside, outside, inside, outside. Check the heads-up display. Make sure you're lined up. We're not going to be clearing blacks if you guys can't do it. Again, do not pass lanes before the start-finish line. And let's try to have another nice start like the first one.
Green, green, green. The yellow flag is out.
Yellow in the back. Looks like it's 36ing around again. He got into it, and we got one rolling back to 4-3's upside down. Again, guys, give each other plenty of room. Race control is going to take a look at it, and it looks like this is going to be a single file restart to maybe help you boys figure this out. Yep, everybody use your eyeballs. Spotters aren't usually working too hard under caution. Waiting for the pace car to catch up. We got people lining up all over. Pace car's just now getting over to turn 3. Be prepared to stop, drivers, just in case here. We got... Alright, pace car's... We're going to start rolling again.
Race control has reviewed the incident, and we've determined that the 43 of Randy Lanning caused the caution. He had 2 cars underneath him, came down, and got right into the guy's door, which spun him around. Oh my goodness, you guys need to check up a little better than that. Race control is now reviewing all live incidents, though, which is very clearly need to do.
Drivers, race control can't drive the cars for you. We need you guys to do what your heads-up display is telling you to do and still be watching what's in front of the heads-up display. Drivers who are unable to do so are going to be removed from this session. Yeah, whoever's leading these races, that's on you guys. You got to keep your eye on the heads-up display. If it's telling you to catch the pace car, you catch it. If it's saying to let it by, you let it by. I can't sit next to you. Again, this will be a single file restart, and it will be extended anyway.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
In fact, this one may be extended 2 laps. I want to see single file in the correct order.
And let me say, single file means a single file start. You are not permitted to change lanes for the start-finish line. So don't think about legging back behind the guy in front of you and trying to jump to the outside and get an advantage there, because that will not be legal. You are not
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
Line. So please, everyone, race respectfully. There's a reason we just made the single file.
All right now, single file, single file, single file. It means if you're not behind a car, there's something wrong with you. Can't figure it out, we'll send you to the back so you can watch everybody else do it correctly, and then maybe you'll learn.
Nice and tight, guys. No legging back. Come on, we're going black flag. You can do it.
.27's around. Figure that out, PDM extending.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
Okay, drivers, if you happen to be the car that is disappearing, we expect you to continue pace speed and stay as low as possible. Probably run the apron. If you are not the car who's disappearing, we expect you to expect that car that disappeared to be somewhere in front of you when it reappears until you actually see it. Let's try this again.
No changing lanes. We'll be watching. Good luck.
Going green here.
Green flag, green flag.
Good job following the rules.
The yellow flag is out.
Yellow's out. It looks like the 86 got sideways, triggered the iRacing. I don't think anything else actually touched him, although we do got one more stopped right now. The 67's around due.
Should just turn cautions off.
This will be another single file restart. Now leaders, keep your eye on the heads up display. Do what's telling you to do. Can't drive it for you.
Race Control has reviewed that caution. The 86 just kind of spun out on his own. He'll be assessed a penalty. It is his first of the race, so he'll be given the OL. Race Control is now reviewing all live incidents under yellow.
As we come to the end of this event, drivers, we are set up for one single green-white checker. That sounded like an engine blew up. As you're lining up, again, pass high. If it's telling you to get past, stay low.
If you blew your motor, yeah. No, he's under power. They'll do something with him before we go green. I'm not 100% certain what it will be, but it'll probably do something.
Usually your lappers are set to the back unless they're trapped behind the pace car. So expect that, drivers. Again, if it's telling you to pass cars, pass high. If it's telling you to let them by, stay low. We're going to be single file restart here. You guys really got to stay off one another.
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
Happy to extend this yellow because you guys are not getting lined up. Come on, let's do it. I know it's harder when the cars are all the way around the racetrack and not double file, but we got to get it done. These laps are counting.
Alright, we should be going green this time. Looks like things are well. Remember, no changing lanes before the start finish line. Best of luck, drivers. Let's run 1200 green.
Going green this time by. Do not pass or change lanes, like Stevie said. Let's finish strong.
Green flag, green flag. The yellow flag is out.
We yellows out, drivers yellows out. 21 has stopped. He's rolling now. Again, drivers, give each other plenty of space. This should hopefully be your last yellow.
No, once we go single file, we're single file for the remainder of the event.
This one's it. This is going to be single file again. seems to be working a little better.
I'm not going to penalize anyone under this caution. If I were to penalize someone, it would probably be the 21. Well, what happened there was the 21 just kind of came down the track when there was a car under him. He did only come down to the second lane, but for some reason the car underneath him was driving in the second lane, so it's on the 21 for not being aware of that, but in all reality, typically the move he made would have been okay. So we're not going to assess a penalty and call that one a racing incident. Race control is now reviewing all incidents under yellow.
Alright, drivers, really don't want to have to extend this one. I want you guys to have a couple laps here, so let's see if we can get these things lined up. Again, pass on the outside, stay low if you need to. If anyone's not lined up, you let us know, otherwise I want to turn them loose with no extension.
Just, by the way, all rules apply under the white flag glass. If you just intentionally wreck someone for the win, race control will review that, and we will move the guy that intentionally wrecked someone to the end of the longest line. So just remember, all rules still apply. Best of luck, drivers.
Alright, line these things up single file, boys, single file.
And just because this is the last restart doesn't mean we're going to be lax on you guys jumping to the outside and getting a jump here. All the rules still apply. No jumping to restart, no change lanes to the start-finish line. Best of luck, drivers. We will black flag you.
If that yellow does come out, keep an eye on the heads-up display. It may go to green, white checker. Let's see if you guys could actually not have to deal with that. Good luck.
Green flag, green flag. Caution, yellow flag.
Yellow is out. It's going to be a green, white checker. Yellow's out. Big chunk off of 2, guys. Guys, if you're wrecking, hold the brakes. If you're staying high, say, oh, Jesus Christ. El Terrible.
Jimmy, I did not mean to give you a yellow. I apologize about that. That was supposed to be the 66, but you're already spun out. We're at the end of the line anyway, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. That penalty will be assessed to the 66 of Kendrick Crayer. He just got a little bit too deep in the turn 1, hit the 26 right in his left rear quarter panel, and sent him spinning, so Kendrick will be moved to the end of the line. Race control is now reviewing all live incidents.
Drivers, we will extend this to make sure we get them lined up right before we turn you loose for your 1 green, white checkers. High, stay low. You guys are probably tired of hearing it by now. Okay, so for this final green-white checkers, this will be the last caution. We're going to extend it as we need to get the field lined up here. And if the yellow flag does come out again, drivers, you are to ignore that caution and race cleanly to the finish. If you do get wrecked, you can remove yourself from the racetrack, and race control will review it and penalize anybody who did wreck you. We do have another one of these races coming up at 9 p.m. guys. They're going to be going 75 laps here, very similar format, but there's more money on the line, so don't get yourself blacklisted in the last 2 laps and kicked out of the next one. If there is a big chunk, race control will try and let you know where it is, but other than that, you guys got to listen to those spotters who may or may not be working.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Once again, rules
not
still
going
apply.
green.
It's not just a free-for-all here. Don't just drive it deep into turn 1 and wreck the guy in front of you. Let's finish this under green. Best of luck, drivers.
You getting lined up all right?
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
I'm extending this again. I see all sorts of cars, all over the place back there. Again, drivers, if it's telling you to pass, pass on the outside. If it's telling you to let somebody by, you stay low and let them pass. Everyone needs to be doing that. I'm seeing like some of the opposite of that happening.
Well, what's going on back here with the 26 and 18? Why are we double file yet?
Hang on, we're not going green, not going green.
Hey guys, you can't figure this out. Race control is going to figure it out for you. 26, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I saw that was about to get bad. All right, guys, single fouled up. Come on.
Green, green, green. The yellow flag is out.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Don't stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going. This is the white flag. You keep going. We're under green.
If you wreck, please remove your track. We're coming to the finish line. Race control will review the finish.
That was a hell of a move, whoever that was that wrecked me.
Yeah, it seems like the fatigue set. When we started this thing with 30 cars, they were all 2 and 3 wide for like 5 laps, had no problems. And then at the end, you couldn't figure out how to line up a single file without crashing. So, I don't know. Maybe exhaust fumes? I'm fine. I don't think I lost any brain cells there, but I don't know. How do you feel, Petey?
Well, then you get people that get spun, and then instead of stopping, they just let the car roll up the track.
Yeah, I don't know, Hobush. That, it went better than the last time we were here, and not that that's saying a ton. But, good win, 99. Tyler, you've been running with us for a few weeks. Glad to see you get a win. I don't know what the issue is with Pierce, but me and Hobush would probably have to sit down and have a talk with him. Yeah, Hobush, I'll see you in the Discord.